know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. Yeah.
Okay, Coach. Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Funches has it complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check 52. 12.
Back to throw. Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 11V.
For the 50, it's Love. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Love. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now it's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
1st down, Texans.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
Reset. 19. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will have a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I got you. 12. Check 3.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Out of the gun, Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. These two teams all tied after 1. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
19 yards. First down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check 13.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter.
Watson's pass. Complete to Ray Carter. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
So don't say nothing.
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3rd and long, it's Locke. Ebron's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check three. 12.
Topper!
Check.
Hey, orbit!
From the gun, here's Locke. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Close. Hey, Alpha.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Watson now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Whip.
Now Locke. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Cross. Lucky. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm on.
The final shot before the break. Locke escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it again with Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the gun on third, Watson steps away to his left. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. All right, 24. 24.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the delay, here's Hines. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
4 down, even. Check 99. One back.
Here's Luck. He's going to air one out. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here's the set. 19.
Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And he's got first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. After the run, Watson going to throw. With a catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre. And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again here with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and the Texans scoop it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 3rd and 2, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike, I got you. 59. Let's go. Number 53.
From the gun, here's Watson, rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Watts, and he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Staying on the ground with Mack. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jones on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 18-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull together.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Houston, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm time to bring the bass burn. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big.